Listen here, group. Today we're going to work on some drawings for an invitation I have to have done this weekend. Okay, so some of you may or may not know that I'm kind of an artist. I don't like to say that because I don't know that I am, but I do draw a lot. I used to have an online comic for several years, and who knows, I don't know if I'll ever post this video, and if I do, I don't know if I'll post it before I post the video that I've been thinking about making about my comics. So maybe you already know this. We'll find out. But I have limited time this month to get stuff done. So I'm trying to combine a couple of things together, which is drawing these drawings and making a video. Hopefully it's interesting. I don't know that it is. So I have 2 drawing ideas that I narrowed down this week, and I have them mostly sketched out, not completely finished, and I'm going to work on finishing them today on camera, and it's going to be rough. It's not going to be fun. I hate having a deadline. I hate not having time, and that's how I'm getting it done today, August, anyone? I don't know, August 3rd, 4th, August 4th. And I wanted to have it done mid-July. I wanted to have it done mid-July. I mean, technically it doesn't have to be done until the day before, right? I have this drawing desk. My room behind me is a mess because I've been using my drawing desk as a storage space, which isn't very helpful for me a lot of the times anyway. But so I had to clear it off really quick to set things up because I have this setup so that I can show, or so that I can do drawing videos. I just don't do them. And I have all my art supplies here for the most part. There's some on the floor. There's some in this chair next to me. And hopefully we'll come up with a masterpiece. This isn't an invitation for me. This is an invitation for a coworker. So without any direction, I was like, what? I don't know, what's summary? Of course, the first thing I thought of was One Crazy Summer. And so there is going to be a dunk tank at this event. And so I was like, oh, you know what would be, what I think is a good idea is the rhinoceros in the dunk tank and the happy fuzzy bunnies or whatever they're called throwing a ball over their shoulder while they're walking off with their ice cream. My favorite idea, harder idea than I actually care for, but it'll be fine. And then the other thing that I came up with is Rodney Dangerfield from Caddyshack, Let's Dance, because it's supposed to be a party. So we're going to try to draw those 2 things, and I'll get into some of the difficulties with the drawings as we go along, because otherwise I'm just sitting here talking and avoiding doing the actual work. As you can see, I have the initial outline instead of One Crazy Barbecue because I didn't know if that would be appropriate. I'm going with One Friendly Barbecue. Here is the dunk tank. Here is one of the happy bunnies. This is going to be female happy bunny, I think, just to fill up some of the space. I'm leaving this spot blank, and this spot, you might see faint writing, but it's just because I was figuring out sizing. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do the words, but this is where words will go. There's also a piranha in the tank, and I forgot that I don't know how to draw a piranha. So that has been a struggle. That's why his face is all fucked up. I changed the way that I was going to have the thing that gets hit. I don't know what that's called, but I changed the way I was going to have it. Originally, it was just on the side here. I also decided to widen the box to put a little more details in. I know I should probably add some depth to the box, but I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to like the way it looks. I should grab a ruler probably, but anyway. So the thing that I'm trying to do, and I'm not succeeding at, is getting it so that he's like pounding on the sides of the glass, right? Because he doesn't want to go down in there, especially with the piranha. So so you can see originally the box ended here, and then I don't know how to draw his flat hand. I know how to draw a flat hand. I'm just trying to match his hand. I don't think that there's any particular scenes where his hand is flat against the glass. So I also decided not to have any guns on this, because again, family friendly. So one, friendly barbecue. All right, let's stop talking. You can tell that I'm real nervous, so let's stop talking and just get to drawing. All right, so that's gonna be that thing. I'll give that a little bit. I am not a trained artist at all, so I don't know that you should use anything that I'm doing as a reference for anything. All right, this is gonna be a little box part. I found that most dunk tanks are kind of open in the top, and the bottom has like a wood, what do you call it? Like a, I don't know, like a case or something, that is colored. I assume it's probably, I think it was probably originally wood. It's probably plastic now. But, and it gives like a little window down here at the bottom. So I think because a lot of dunk tanks are open, I might be able to remove this top part. And in the end, I might, just so that I don't have to worry so much about what the hands, like I can make him look like he's like, ah, don't. But maybe that's what I'll do. All right, but there is glass here. And if I give it just a little bit of, I don't want to give it too much depth, but it's gonna be a pain in the ass to draw. All right, so we're gonna have to clean out this side so I can see a little bit better. I have a ton of rulers and I frequently don't use them. I do most of my lines freehand, and they're okay. They're not usually great. I might pull out a ruler for this because it's for somebody else, but if this was just my drawing, I probably wouldn't. All right. Oh, should go lower. A little bit of water here, and then if we're doing depth, we gotta show water all the way around. All right. So he should be further back. I don't want to move him. I should move maybe the box over. I don't want to move anything, and everything's not lined up correctly. So just make sure. All right. So what do I want to do? He should be more center. I don't know how a dunk tank seat goes either. I would guess it's like a platform. And platform this way. And then there's probably like a little rod. Where would the rod go to? This has to have like a thing here. Maybe there's no glass on these sides. No, there is. Oh, damn it. All right, doesn't matter. All right, and then we have to have the back go across the back. Have to have this go pretty thin, but that way. And now that's not gonna line up. This is why it's probably helpful to like measure stuff out beforehand and use a ruler. But I will not learn. Okay, so he's got these big old shorts. I thought his legs were skinnier than they actually are. So that, but he's got some good rhino legs. My character design, I probably would have had him have real thin legs. But that is why I have not designed anything for a movie. All right, so he's got kind of pointy knees. Like a little rhino horn kind of knees. And they're pretty thick. He's also got a little belly button. That's more like this. All right. How would a rhino they go? Let's do that. And oh, he's gonna hit his knee when he goes down, I bet. All right, and here. He's got loafers, it looks like. I am not great at drawing shoes or feet. Hence the happy bunnies over here kind of cutting off. But so he's got kind of that loafery deal here. His feet are pretty long. There's like a side thing. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen loafers in real life. This is gonna require a lot of cleanup, and I need to do his second foot. And there's some room for that foot, I think. Not a lot. So maybe we can draw it so it looks like it would look like he was trying to hold himself up. Right? So this obviously won't be shown here, but I use this to kind of guide how things should fit. I don't understand this loafer side thing. There's like a little button here and a little button here. So maybe we can put his arm out and he's like trying to hold on here. Don't die. All right. So his arm here, hand here. All right, that is a mess. And then this hand can be like a no, don't. I made, as I'm drawing this, I see the mistake I made is drawing him at such a hard angle. So I don't know what I'll do about that. Nothing probably, because I don't have a lot of time. So, gotta clean up some stuff so I don't get confused. Because that is the problem with having way too many lines. He's got some regular looking hands, but I think his fingers are kind of long. I don't know if there's a better way to do the things that I do. But I assume there is. So don't learn anything from me. Is probably my best advice. All right. So got that loafer. See, this is the thing. No one's gonna know what's happening right here except for me. And let's see. I could put his foot against this, but I like it kind of just being a little bit under the water, tempting this guy, who we're gonna have to still figure out. This is gonna take for fucking ever. I have so much to do today. The trick is, don't get discouraged. Oops, fuck. Stop clicking on shit too is the other trick. All right, so finish the idea of the construction of the box. All right, well, wonky lines. That's gonna change. I'll get a ruler later though. For now, his elbow would probably be there. He's got super thin arms. That's why I thought he had super thin legs. But he got big old legs. I don't know how to make that hand grasp look more desperate. So it would be like a long flat thing though. So I should bunch his fingers up and show his thumb. All right. Thumb here. Fingers up higher, like he's gripping. What's going on? So his hands probably down a little bit. Trying to show some movement in the fingers, and it's not working. It's just looking like they're all separate. So try it again. This one. See, that looks too straight. I'm gripping for my life. Pinky's behind, even though that fingernail hurts. Behind, even though that fingernail hurts. All right, so we go. All right, all my fingers jammed. Pinky high, or pointer much higher. All right, I need to cut that. All right. So grip. 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 Pinky behind. I think these fingers look too fat for him. He's got very slender fingers. Glasses here. The rest of his hand would show up under here. And then his thumb out here. Oh, that's messy. All right. What does the palm of your hand look like? Not like that. And your thumb should go up here. All right, a little bit better. And then this hand is gonna suck. His wrists are so thin on my drawing. I think they're a little bit bigger here. And a little bit bigger here. How do we make a hand look frantic? I think it's by spreading the fingers. Okay, he's like, no, please don't. Maybe even the thumb out. Stop. Yeah. Well, I don't know that that's right, but you get the idea. Fuck. I don't draw on camera too much, so I get a little bit nervous. And I think it's more like when I play video games, like I said, it's easier for me to focus if I just shut the fuck up. Yet here we are, working on a deadline. And more stressful circumstances. All right, so overall, I think we've got it. Shorts. Accidentally erased some of my other parts of my drawing. Shorts. There we go. All right, that looks messy, but we're moving on. All right, so we got the basic idea of this guy. I need the piranha and then these two dudes, and then figure out how to do that. So the thing is, when you're the lettering is very specific lettering, but they don't have all the letters for One Friendly Barbecue, which is kind of bullshit. I wear this. I used to have two of these, and I lost one in the laundromat. It was the worst day of my life, but wasn't actually the worst day of my life, but it was very upsetting. And but I still have this one, and I wear it when I draw for two reasons. One, it helps my wrist not get as sore. I don't know if it's the heat or a little bit of the pressure, because it's a little tight, but not too tight. It's real nice fitting. And the other thing is so that I'm not getting all sorts of shit on my arm. But if you look, I don't know if you can see, I already have pen ink here because I have a terrible tendency to put my pen down and then put my arm on my pen. And so I'm thinking I should get like a tattoo or something here, so that way when I do that, you can't see it. All right, moving on to the next part, we got the fuzzy bunny guys. All right, so the thing about the bunnies is their ears are kind of sharp, but not as sharp as I've made them. They're thin, but round at the end. And then they've got like a little kick out at the back. Not necessarily like that, but similar to that. And then it's more of like a long, elongated teardrop in the middle here, like that. All right. And then they've got two of them for some fucking reason. I feel like this ear is too high up, so I did not do the shape of the heads right. Did them too round. And then more straight down. We'll do another ear out here. Kick back down. And then we'll do it. All right. A little bit better. Their ears are kind of far apart. All right. The eyes. It's so funny. I thought when I drew this bunny the first time, and it's been a couple of days, I was like, I got it, but I don't think I did. All right, so I'm not going to talk through everything. I'm going to help myself out by putting on some music and zooming to the end on this. All right, that's it. One friendly barbecue. And this will be the invitation. I'll have to try the second one, but I have a ton of other stuff to do. So this is the end of this video. And if I do the other invitation, which I hope I do, I'll make that a completely separate video. This video is already at least 3 hours long that I have to cut down, which is something to keep in mind. I've been doing this for pretty much 40 years. I've been drawing since I was very, very, very small. And this is actually, I mean, this is a little bit slower because I'm being a little bit more careful, but this is still pretty fast, I think. So just keep that in mind when you're asking people for art and stuff. It takes time. And this was the pretty lazy version of a nice thing for me to do. I'll say it that way. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I hope you recognize it. Can you tell what this is from? And I hope you're having a good day. I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye.